There is a voice inside your head right now. It is likely commenting on my tone, judging the lighting in this video, or wondering what you need to do once it's over. Your brain operates like a biological supercomputer, generating tens of thousands of thoughts every day. But research indicates that 95% of these are the same repetitive loops you ran yesterday and the day before that. This internal monologue has its roots in an ancient survival mechanism. In a dangerous environment, a brain that constantly scanned for problems, like a predator hidden in the brush, kept the species alive. In the modern world, this system often malfunctions. It treats a late-night worry about a deadline exactly like a physical threat. Your heart rate increases and stress hormones flood your system, preparing your body to fight a predator that doesn't exist. When we listen to this alarm system without pause, we begin to live in a dreamlike state. We mistake the activity of an outdated survival reflex for our actual identity. Most of us assume we are the authors of these thoughts, but try to predict what your very next thought will be. You can't. Thoughts tend to appear on their own, arising from the background of the mind without a conscious command. Many of our deepest beliefs are actually inherited programming. They are the results of cultural conditioning, childhood experiences, or even emotional patterns passed down through generations, playing back as if they were our own original ideas. This creates a paradox. If you are the one aware of the voice in your head, then you cannot be the voice itself. There is the thought, and then there is the part of you that is listening to it. When we fail to see that this voice is a reflex, we treat every mental warning as a literal truth. This keeps the body in a state of high alert, responding to imaginary threats as if they were present-day emergencies. Over 2,000 years ago, Siddhartha Gautama identified this dynamic. He noted that while the activity of the mind is constant and loud, the awareness witnessing that activity is entirely silent. He described this as the monkey mind, an attention that jumps from branch to branch, reacting to every impulse and resisting whatever is happening in the present moment. His insight didn't come from trying to silence the mind, but from watching it. Under the Bodhi tree, he observed fears and memories as they arrived and departed, doing nothing to stop them or hold on to them. He saw that thoughts are not solid objects, but temporary energy forms. Like an emotion or a physical sensation, they require your consciousness to exist, taking shape for a moment before dissolving. Modern teachers like Eckhart Tolle describe the mind's activity as a form that consciousness temporarily assumes. It acts as a disguise, convincing you that you are the specific thought or emotion currently occupying your attention. This perspective suggests that our relationship with the mind changes once we stop treating every passing thought as a definition of who we are. It moves the focus away from the noise and toward the one who is witnessing it. To understand how this works, think of the sky and the weather. The sky is the expansive background field, representing your pure awareness. The clouds are the temporary thoughts passing through it. A storm may bring dark clouds of fear, or the afternoon might bring light wisps of memory. While the weather changes constantly, the sky itself does not react. It remains open and unchanged regardless of what passes through it. To apply this, start by grounding your attention. Focusing on a physical sensation, like the rhythm of a breath, creates a small break in the mental autopilot. From this grounded state, simply wait for the next thought to arrive. Instead of getting swept up in the story it tells, observe it with the detachment of a scientist watching a reaction in a lab. You can reinforce this by adjusting your internal language. Move from saying, "I am angry," to "I am noticing a feeling of anger." This shift creates the distance needed to see the thought as an event rather than an identity. As this practice becomes a habit, you begin to experience a shift in perspective. You are no longer lost in the movement of the clouds. You are the sky that remains present as they pass through. This shift is like turning around in a theater to see the projector. For most of our lives, we are so focused on the movie on the screen that we forget the light making it possible. Every plan, every imaginary conversation, and every regret is just a frame of film running across the screen of the mind. The movie changes, but the awareness witnessing it does not. That silent, unchanging presence is the only part of you that is permanent. This awareness has been with you your entire life. The same observer that witnessed your childhood memories is the one witnessing these words right now. It exists outside the story the mind tells about your life. Resting in this awareness changes how a negative thought feels. It still appears, but it no longer has the same weight or authority because you recognize it as a temporary event rather than a permanent truth. When a critical or anxious thought arises, you don't need to fight it. Simply pause and ask, who is the one hearing this? Peace isn't something you need to acquire from the outside world. It is the natural state you discover when you finally allow the silence behind the noise to answer for you.